Hey all, Kurt Sass, we're here from TGT. We're here at C2E2 2011. We're here with Dirk Manning, the master of all things horror. How are you doing today?
That's great, man. That's an awesome title. Like, I want to use that. Master of all things horror.
There you go.
So that's awesome. Yes, I'm doing well. It's a great show. Just got back from doing a panel. Getting ready to move over to Comics Pipeline booth, do some signings there, and hanging out with you, man. So it's awesome. We're good. We're good.
Better. You know, Nightmare World is one of those comic books that you love to read. If you are a true horror aficionado, if you are a man that loves the weird, the wacky, and anything that a twisted mind can come up with, you have to read Nightmare World.
Thank you. That's definitely the goal. You know, it's for those who haven't read Nightmare World yet. I mean, you know, you can read it online at nightmareworld.com, but it's a series of short stories that are all standalone, 52 standalone short stories that all blend together to tell one big giant story over time. So that's something that I know a lot of horror fans especially appreciate, is you get these great standalone stories, great art, you know, the writing, you know, it is what it is. That Dirk Manning guy wrote it, I don't know about that. But so I really appreciate hearing compliments like that people dig it as much as they do. It's a fun series to write, and I always have new people jumping into it online, then they, you know, buy it in print through Image, and so thank you. I'm glad that your endorsement means a lot. Thank you.
Well, the great thing about this is not only are you a creative writer in terms of your horror aspect, but you are a true music aficionado as well, with the titles of the actual table of contents in itself.
Yeah, I did music journalism for years, and I've never been good at giving the stories titles, so I kind of started getting inspired by song titles. And what I found over time is sometimes I, you know, hear a song and maybe it would create a totally different type of story, but a lot of people have mentioned that are also real big music aficionados have picked up on, like, wait a minute, a lot of these titles are inspired by songs, or, you know, someday in a perfect world it's like I'd like to create a mixtape just to give away for free of like all the songs that inspired so many of these different stories. So someday we'll get there.
Eventually. But you have some really big news that we just heard about recently, and I'm going to let you tell exactly what that was about.
Yeah, really tickled. We've officially been able to announce that Shadowline from Image Comics is going ahead, and they are releasing Nightmare World Volume 3 this October for Halloween. So we're really excited. The last 2 years, Nightmare World's been their Halloween release, and the fact that we're going to be able to do one final collection of 13 more stories to really bring the first two collections together, tell the big story. A lot of the artists are coming back to do one last story or have one last story in it. Seth the Moose Will, Anthony Peruzzo, a lot of great guys in this one, and we really get to bring the whole collection home. So Nightmare World Volume 3 this Halloween, we are just tickled, man. We're pumped. We're ready to rock and roll with it.
Now, the main thing about C2E2 is the people. Obviously, you got a great flow going here through Artist Alley, but when it all closes up, what personal experiences are you going to take away from this convention?
I've really enjoyed, I just got back from doing a panel, a Right or Wrong live panel. I do a column for Newsarama called Right or Wrong, WRITE. And it's all about my experience about starting with nothing to create comics. And so many people were at this panel that I'd never met before that came up and like, I read the column and I wanted to meet you and just get some advice, things like that, and telling me about how much the column has helped them in their journey to create comics, or just meeting people here that, again, I interact with a lot of people, yourself included, online, you know, but then to get to meet you guys and hang out in person, I mean, that's the joy of these conventions. I wish I could afford to come to every convention all over the country, but, you know, hang out with the Panels on Pages guys, with you, and even meeting the creators. Seth the Moose, who I'm here with, he did a story in Volume 2, a story in Volume 3. He's got a new book coming out from Shadowline in October as well. I can't say a lot about it. I can just say what Jim Valentino said, that it's going to do for aliens what Chew did for cannibals. Seth is a very good friend of mine, but we live very far apart. Getting to meet at conventions like this is a time that we can just meet and hang out. Just meeting the people, hanging out during the show, go to the bar after the show, throw back a couple Dirk Manning Shirley Temples, and just hang out. That's what this is about, the community. Online is wonderful. The online community is great. But being able to meet my friends in person, shake their hands, look at them in the eye, and talk to them is just, it's awesome. It's great.
So then the question is, once Nightmare World wraps up, though, what's on the project for Dirk?
Nightmare World wrapped up online earlier this year, and now we're moving into some new stuff. The other big announcement that we're able to make is Farseeker, which is an all-ages comic that runs with Activate.com. It's a great webcomic collective. We're going to be running in syndication over at MTV Geek. MTV's comic and multimedia, comic and movie hub and things like that. They cover a lot of the comic culture there. So we're really excited. Activate's going to be running at MTV Geek starting in April, towards the end of April. From there, then we're going to be launching in May into Chapter 2 of Farseeker. Moving ahead with Farseeker, I have 2 properties running a comics pipeline right now. One with Seth the Moose, another with Anthony Peruzzo. I think we're going to continue to move ahead with that series, which is a series of 22-page self-contained horror stories. Nightmare World's all 8 pages. These are bigger and better stories. I've loved working with Seth and Anthony. We're going to continue to do stuff there. And finally, a little later this year, Shadowline is revamping their website into shadowlineonline.com, and we're going to be launching 2 new series there. I'm launching a straight-up, genuine superhero comic from Shadowline called Hope, which is about a mother who masquerades at night as, or kind of moonlights as a superhero. Within the first 5 pages, she has to reveal her secret identity to save her daughter from a car accident. And what happens as a result is Children's Services swoops in to take away her daughter. So that's one series. We're going to be launching that at shadowlineonline.com later this year. And then Tales of Mystery is a horror noir series that we're just really stoked about. We're bringing back Mystery to Shadowline Online later this year as well.
Well, I don't want to take up any much more of your time there, Dirk. I know you have a busy day ahead of you and a busy weekend too, but thanks so much for this. It's been a true pleasure.
Thank you. It's been a real pleasure. It's nice to meet you in person. Thank you, and thanks everyone out there. And like I said, they can check out my stuff at nightmareworld.com, or just go to facebook.com/Dirk Manning. Send a friend request. Let me know. You heard of me through this show, so I can accept it, and you can see links to all the properties on there as well. You are watching TGT with Dirk Manning. Thanks.